Welcome back to Divine Capricorns with me, Amanda. I read for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Saturn placements. And we're doing a general reading for this one. Whatever comes out, comes out. I have been really enjoying the pace of change on this channel. I'm trying to tweak things and kind of figure out the perfect formula of content. So thank you so much for all the views, the comments, the subscribes. I really appreciate it. And yeah, let's get right into this. If you need anything from me, it's in the description box below. I have social links down there. I have a Facebook group. You can also book a private reading with me, all of those things down there. All right, let's get right into it. What is the energy for my Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Saturn placements? I know some cards have already come out, but yeah, 8 of Pentacles. I love to see it. I love to see it. 8 of Wands. 2 8s. Wow. Okay. Okay. I got here Page of Swords. A lot of movement. A lot of focus. You could be, wow, listening to a podcast. That's sorry, my eye is itchy. Okay. My left eye is itchy. Whoa. Okay. 8 of Cups. Jeez, a lot of 8 energy, which is fantastic. 8 has to do with abundance and also karma. Ace of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. A lot of passion here. 6 of Cups. 4 of Swords. What we got at the top? We got the 2 of Cups, 5 of Swords, 6 of Wands. All right. Let me fix these because they like to move a lot. You've got 3 8s, so 888 could be a number you've been seeing as of lately. I mentioned a podcast. Oh my God, I just heard past life. Are you listening to a podcast about past lives? That's really interesting because I'm currently listening to an audiobook on Spotify about the Akashic records. So crazy. I feel like there's a sense of being very focused and dedicated to whatever you're doing at this time. I'm not seeing a ton of socialization, so maybe you've been kind of hermited at the moment. There are no majors out here. So no major shifts of any kind that I'm seeing. You do have a knight and you have a page, but I feel like this is you being assertive. Because Knight of Wands is underneath the 8 of Wands, and this is a lot of movement and going forward and with passion, with purpose. Knights go on journeys, so they're off to learn something. Or learn many somethings, really. I feel like there's just also the sense of you learning something about yourself as well, through whatever this is, the Page of Swords and the 6 of Cups. You also have 2 6s, so that could be significant for you. You got like this new project, new thing you're working on. Doesn't necessarily have to be like brand spanking new. Maybe it's something old, but you're returning to it. But it's like, it's right there in front of you. Whether you see it and you're aware of it or not. Four of Swords and the Eight of Cups is giving me like that hermit type of energy where it's like you're thinking very deeply into your relationships, which has been lingering energy from the first full moon in Capricorn to the second one that we just had. Honestly, it feels like, oh wow, have you been meditating? I haven't gotten that energy ever from the cards. That's beautiful. If you are into meditation, there's a link down in my description box. I do guided meditations on a free app. It's called Insight Timer. And it's not just me on there. There's international teachers. I highly recommend it. They also have music and they have a literal timer if you want to just time yourself. If you're like more advanced in your practice, there's that as an option too. Music, there's also literal like classes and workshops and courses. So it's a pretty fantastic app. Not sponsored. Not sponsored, but I am on there. So yeah, I feel like you're no longer betraying yourself. And you're recognizing the work that you've done on yourself, literally. I know we have the Five of Swords, but this is like it's continuing, it's progression energy because we have the 4 and then to the 5 here. And for me as a reader, that's actually good. You're moving forward. You're progressing. And Five of Swords isn't necessarily a bad energy. I feel like because it's in between the Two of Cups and the Six of Wands, this is again like you're recognizing self and being very patient and I don't want to say loving, more like accepting. Like you're surrendering the control of your mind. Oh wow, you're surrendering the control of your mind. That might have to be in the title of this video. I like this a lot. Like I don't really feel like I need any more cards. It's just very much, it's here. It's in front of me. 2 6s, 3 8s. Yeah, it's like you're like in learning mode. That's what I call it. Page of Swords for me is a very curious page. It's like this, like for me, the Page of Swords is somebody who, with a curious mind, and then goes and does a lot of research and dives deeper into the subject or whatever the concept or philosophy is. I would definitely say the Page of Swords is philosophical, but I would say the Page of Pentacles is even more philosophical. But them together would make a really great pairing on debating philosophy for sure. But with the Knight of Wands being here, it's this sense of no longer sitting and waiting. I feel like there's just this really fast movement of asserting yourself. Maybe you're going out I was sensing like there's not a lot of social energy. Maybe your social energy is, how can I put it? Maybe you're prioritizing the time that you do spend being social for like networking. It's not like you're just going to go chill with your friends just because you're bored. I feel like whoever I'm talking to is somebody that has time management skills, if that makes sense. Like you are somebody who, you know, you have to manage your time because maybe you don't have a ton of time to give. You could be very busy during this time as well. Yeah, I just feel like there's something big coming, even though there's no majors here. Because I know we have the lovers at the bottom. It's not a love reading, but this feels like coming home to self. This feels like finding the balance. You're being lifted up. I'm not sure what that means. That might be coming from like your guides, your spirit guides. I think I want advice. What is the advice for my Capricorns? What is the advice for them during this time for this specific reading? Oh my God, too many. If you give me like 2 max, that would be great, but not. Oh my God. The last time I went to sit down and read was like chaotic because cards just kept on spilling. If any of you have watched any of those, it felt so awkward because I was like, why? Why are you doing this? What is the advice for my Capricorns? The Hierophant. Yeah, stay dedicated to your practices. Stay dedicated to your belief system. Stay dedicated to the work that you do on yourself during this time. I feel like the only major, of course, in this reading, quite appropriate, considering there is a lot of dedication type of energy. Like I've got meditation, I got something that you've been working on, I've got like this movement and asserting yourself. And then, of course, down here, like recognizing the work that you have done to love and accept you as a loving human being and a spiritual soul, right? So I love that this came out for advice because this is telling you to stay the course, to continue moving forward, whatever that might look like for you right now. And that might not be like, you know, crazy fast movement forward. You might notice that you feel like you're moving real slow, but steady progress does move very slow. And in the end, it's sustainable. Whereas if it's always fast, doesn't mean it's going to stay, right? I like it. This is good energy. I feel like the last few readings in like the last week or so have been so positive, but also like very deep. A lot of spiritual messages have been coming out lately, so I must have a really cool collective that's into spirituality. If so, amazing. I love that. That's just a test to what I'm attracting, who I'm attracting, because I'm a deeply spiritual person. So, yeah, I just really appreciate meeting more people who also share similar values and belief systems. So, yeah. If you would like to help me out here, other than liking this video, and if you're not subscribed, please do. I would greatly appreciate comments. It lets the algorithm on here know that you like my content, you want to see it more, and that you are actually engaging with the content, which is a great thing. So if you want, you can just leave an emoji. Maybe it's your favorite emoji, or maybe it's something that you recently learned. Yeah, something you recently learned. Let me know. Okay? All right. Thank you so much for spending some time with me here. I greatly appreciate you, and know that you are divine, sacred, and heavenly. Bye, Capricorns.